They have released the dog. I'm Lil Rick the gamer, do 100% gamer, bro. If no one else working hard, I would do it for the gamer. Yo, can't contain my flow. I need to play a game for sure. Maybe RTSS, RPG, or maybe even MMO. Howdy, and welcome back to another Lucid Adventure Idle RPG video. Now I need you to hit that like and subscribe buttons, cause I post content daily. Yeah. Alright, so we're about to go back to square one and our episode 6 here. We didn't finally, if you see here, look at the corner, my dude Drip right here, sitting up there, that little portrait. We at level 60, so we finally made it to 60. Hopefully the little ticket thing works. I haven't really tried anything out yet. We do got our 3 coins, so we should pop our shop ticket. That probably will indicate a lot for us, let us know what's going on. So we're just gonna go ahead and hit our shop ticket, because I kind of missed like a whole day or two on tickets just because of maintenance and just the sleep schedule, whatever that is, because I don't get sleep, people. We just pump out content for you guys to watch, you know. So I hope you guys really enjoy the content. If you do, make sure you smash that like button, because, you know, that definitely helps me out, especially because I don't get any sleep. Alright. Okay, so it does still say we got 24 hours to our next one. Well, I know for sure once the next 24 hours come around if I can claim it or not, because it was kind of scary. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it. I was sure I was gonna do it right, but we do got MS unlocked. So here's our arms. We leveled her up to 23 specifically. Where's my notes? Because of her acquisition time down that she would give, so we really focused in on just getting more time down. You know, see, we got it all the way up to 23, and she has a few other, yeah, she has a couple other skills here that I'm not. Oh yeah, no, that was her first time down at 12. Then, okay, yeah, I didn't really level this one up much because it got really expensive and it was kind of hard to get that monster weakening, but we are going to go back and get that. We didn't touch the team movement speed, but we are going to do that once we get a chance to. But this one, yeah, this one was kind of expensive too, but we made sure we got some points into this one. This was her level 23 skill, so that's all we did for her, because she's in a really expensive character to invest into, so I don't really recommend putting all of your ducks into this basket, because how expensive she is. So we're in Dan currently, but you can see we got Choco to level 30. So in our other runs, oh yeah, and I can just leave this now. We can just back out. Lots of stuff to talk about as we go into our next run. So let's return, take our 2C here, or 1C. And I guess we'll start a Cobalt run. I'm sure we can go further, but that's not important. See, but you see, we're exactly 6,000. So this is exactly what you want to do. As soon as you get to 6,000, you want to leave, so you can still claim your tickets daily. Yeah, that's what you want to do. All right, so we did our little Dan run here. So you see, like, we're pretty high up. We can literally go further in Dan, but it's just not the point right now. But we're gonna go here now. You see, this is our new team here. We're running that Drip because we got that Drip, and we running Warrior. So yeah, we got Warrior here because I haven't did anything with him, and it's like I already got Tempest built and Swordsman built on the main account. I really don't have Sora kind of built, but I was kind of debating on like who really would fit and round out my team, right? So I just went with Warrior for that. With my Warrior. Just because it just felt like he's probably the right person to build. I don't know, but yeah, we took Choco out. You see that we warped soon as we got here when we took him out. So yeah, let you know, get him to 30 first so you can find room to get you another character in your party. And I preferably like to go the 2-2 route, where you have your staple 2 characters, which is your late game meta, Osgod and Constant. You just gotta have those 2 in your team for the most part. And then your offset is having 2 physical DPS characters, and my main DPS is Drip. My second one and this one is Warrior. So generally you will have Lubu for your early game, and then you could swap him out for something and then bring in someone else or even just bring in another magic user and run one physical DPS if that's what you want to do. I prefer the 2-2 route just because it has you well rounded. So if one of your physical DPS go down or they're just not able to, finish off whatever the enemies are on those harder stages, you have a second one to be able to back them up. So you don't have to be repeating and struggling to get past things all the time. So the way we did it, and I'm not about to roll coins while I do this because that would just be horrible. So we got to 6K because I knew it was going to be tough. So we didn't do a gem push, but we did do coin rolls, and we rolled for all weakening coins because of the bracket we was in. I made sure this time I looked at my brackets before I did anything. So after doing that, we made sure we had the right thing. So we went for all weakening monsters on our coins. If we couldn't get weakening, then you would go for team bonus power up. If you can't get that, then attack percent. That would be your coin rolls. But we went for the weakening, and it was enough for us to get past with what we had in the shop. And speaking of shop, let's go ahead and look at our guys' blessings here. I just put points in, like just before starting the record button, which I kind of regret doing that now because I had so many gems that I just threw away. But now we got our EXP and our monster weakening back max to our levels. They wasn't like this. Our EXP was like 50 and our monster weakening was like 57 or so. It's hard trying to keep those leveled up side by side just because you need gems for other things too, and it's just getting rough. We did put some into our madness time. So the time when we just click on or we just teleport because Choco don't care about us making a video right now. All right. Well, it's not going to matter because we like one shot and everything, but the time that you're pretty much in a madness state lasts longer, so they're able to fight longer. And actually, I kind of like that because at first I'm thinking like it just wasn't something that was super important to level into, which is not. It's going to be more beneficial later on down the line, but I put a little bit of points like because level 8 is when it start costing 500. So getting things up to at least 8 isn't that bad, but keep in mind you are still spending your gems to do so. We haven't put anything into our acquisition time as of yet. I think I'm going to probably level that up to about 8 or 10 or so, just depending on. But yeah, for sure 8 at some point. Alongside everything else minus the offline speed and the goblin, because I hate seeing the thing. I hate that I have to click them. Like, I mean, if you want the extra gems, which that's a good thing, then yeah, by all means, yeah, at some point you probably want to put some points into it. But so yeah, I will recommend getting these all to at least 8. Not right away, but just gradually over time. So just don't blow your whole load because you still want to make sure your monster weakening and your EXP is maxed to your level as best as possible. And if you can't, at the very least, monster weakening is going to be what's carrying you through the stages or further. But I can see, like, since we're staying under 6,000 for now, it should be easier to get them both maxed to your level at this point and still able to accumulate gems through other various aspects of the game. But yeah, that's just what's going on in our shop right now. One thing that you want to take advantage of, especially when it occurs, is events, because we're getting a lot of our progression off of the current event, which is the Valentine's Day event that's up in here. We're getting some of our progression. I wouldn't say all of it, but some of our progression. So in here, there's various things that you can get and everything. And if you haven't seen my video for the Valentine's event, then you should check that out. But just taking advantage of some of the power-ups and some of the things that you can get at events for you people that might be watching in the near future and the event is over. Just letting you guys know in the future that you want to take advantage of events as you're progressing and everything like that. And time for our PvP. Alright, we're probably going to get wrecked. That's usually what happens anyway, right? Alright. Don't hurt us too bad. Or hurt us really bad, but really fast. Thank you. Come on. Down. Alright. Now let's get back to regular scheduled programming. Moving on. Take advantage of those events when they occur because that's going to help you progress and everything. So as far as like the team go, we're working towards getting us some level 30s now. I mean, we're fairly progressing everything. We did put some work into Warrior to get him up to par with the team and everything, and get those extra support boosts and attacks and all of that good stuff that we get from leveling him up as well. And still putting in some more love to our drip suit because drip is gonna really help us, do a little something, and then later on down the line, he's gonna really be strong for us going forward with that. Not a lot, but just something. And then you can see here we're getting our acquisition time down relatively well. We're getting close to being able to hit our max. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting close to being able to hit our max, which is, I want to say, is it increased? It's not quite increased that much, but we're at 1697, which isn't bad. But we're going to be able to hit that. Not maybe by the next video. I don't know. Maybe by the next video, the video after that. I don't know. We might be able to do it. This is not. Let's put on our pushing gear real quick so you can kind of see our DPS gear. So you see, we over 1.1 on our monster weakening and our team bonus power. So we're really getting there. Now we need to shoot for getting to 2.0 in both areas, so we can really get a lot more progression for us later on down the line. One thing I want to cover, because I'm seeing this more now, especially in the Discord. And if you're not a part of the Discord, you should join our Discord. Link to that in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment below. So make sure y'all come check that out if you're new here. Yes, somebody had did the craziest run ever, and let me pull this up. Like, where is my images? All right, here we go. Where is the images? We need to this one. Alright, this one right here. Will it open up? Alright. This was the craziest run ever. Like, shout out to you, Meow, over there at the Discord. But they literally kept tickets. And they upwards of over 10k to 11k at that on their stages, and they used a ticket to get 11.63C. That is insane. So I'm thinking about saving my tickets till 10k, or at least as I use my tickets, I won't just blow them all in one load. I'm just going to save them, and as I progress, start utilizing let's say I hit 7k one ticket, 8k one ticket, 9k, just like that. Every time I get 1,000, I might use a ticket just to get the most out of them as I can during those time frames. That's how I think I'm going to do it, and I recommend you guys do that stuff as well. And you see, we stacked up. We got our 7-day login. We hit 6k just before the 7-day because we're in the day of 7-day, and yesterday we hit 6k. But so we have our tickets. I'm not about to use any of them. I'm just going to stack them for now. We're going to stack up our 14-day one, so we should be at 10 tickets for all of this. Plus we get tickets for the event as well. Let me go back in here. If you saw those earlier, we get tickets for the event as well. So we're going to take advantage of as much of this as we can possible, so we can get as much experience for our team as we can possible moving forward. That stuff is going to be really good. So this is pretty much where we are at the progression. I hope you guys are following along great. If you're missing something, if you're missing any anything or you need any help or any tips, make sure you join the Discord. Link to that will be in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment below. Yeah, go back and watch one of the older videos, again, just to make sure you understand the information so you can be able to progress just as fast, or if not faster, than what I am in this account. And if you like the video, make sure you smash that like button. And if you don't, there is a button for you to smash as well. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Turn those post notifications on so you can be the first to see my content when it goes live. And this is your host, Gamer Dude 2088. And I will see you next time. And I'm out. Deuces.